So this neighborhood in Singapore is a really good one to discuss why Singapore has become so successful. You've got a town council office right behind me. It's linked into a hybrid housing complex and offices that actually have, I'm looking at an insurance agency. Behind me is a McDonald's. That's not common. But if you live here, you simply just sort of walk down from one of these complexes up there, right behind me, and you've got a 24-hour McDonald's right next to you. So what's really happening in Singapore is that you don't see a whole lot of sort of social cohesion issues simply because, number one, of the policy, a long-standing policy of making sure these housing complexes meet minimum diversity quotas. And so that's number one. So number one, no segregation. That's becoming harder and harder as the prices of these units increase quite a bit. But at the same time, you can see that councils are going to compete with each other to attract tenants, and essentially almost all of the hard work is going to go into real estate. How do I maintain these complexes? How do I make sure that the next one I build is better than the last one I built? And what you see also is a lot of what makes Singapore successful is something that Anthony Bourdain would be proud of, and that is food. And he's famous for praising the chicken rice in this area. And you can see right next to the McDonald's, you have an entire food court. And it's a good one. And one of the ways that Singapore is inclusive is that it typically mandates, whether by law or just practice, that at least one of these stalls be serving the Malay Muslim community. And so they have a certification process for that that's similar to kosher. But take a look. It's full, it's busy. It's really hard to demonize your neighbors when you live next to them and when you wait in line with them just to get a cup of soup or to get some sugar cane. And I don't know why this stall is famous, but looks like it's got the biggest line. And so you're looking at, again, low-level, on-the-ground, everyday competition. And what you see in bigger countries that are empires, you see competition on a high level. And a lot of it becomes monopolistic. And that obviously is not helping anybody, but I'm still in the food court. I'm walking around just to show you how big this one is. And we're going to drink stall over here. We have a lot of people. Again, I told you one of these stalls would be serving the Malay community, and it's this one over here. There are probably some more as well. You can see quite popular. And again, a lot of your focus as a local politician is probably getting complaints about why that's closed. So making sure things are clean, right? Somebody just pulled out a leaf blower. And so you've got, again, all of this activity happening, and people are living right over there. So you are looking at a system that probably can't work everywhere, but certainly it works in Singapore. And as I'm walking towards the street, you'll be able to see here as well, just so many different stores. You've got a fruit market right behind me. And again, I'm next to a major avenue that has a bus. In other words, affordable public transportation as well. There's also a train system. There's a bus moving right behind me right now. So again, when you're looking at building a successful community so that you rise above politics, one thing to think about is you want to sort of force politics from the high to the low. And what I mean by that is just everyday problems and trying to create a structure that makes it easier to solve a lot of problems that have existed and taken down other societies.